Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're here with the pre-season of our F1 MyTeam Season 2 here, and unfortunately, you may have noticed we've skipped a couple of videos here. Unfortunately, I somehow lost the footage to my last 3 episodes of the first season there. I don't really know how that ended up happening. I guess I somehow managed to, delete them, or it got corrupted and disappeared itself or something. I don't know. But luckily, Preseason is here, so we've got that. I've also lost the first episode of Season 2, so we're going to have to cut straight to the second episode after this video, so apologies about that. But you can see here we're looking for a new teammate here. Luckily, I was able to get this pre-season footage here, so we could get all the big changes and everything sorted, and yeah, more easy to understand for you guys watching. So you can see, looking for a new teammate here. We're going to go for an F1 teammate, and we're going to approach Carlos Sainz from Ferrari, and you can see he has accepted our approach. So that is step 1 there of that process. Nicely done. You can see he's 90 rated, so very highly rated driver. He's actually higher rated than Charles Leclerc, so that's really good here. You can see, going through the bidding process, Ferrari actually putting up a very big fight here to try and keep Carlos Sainz, but luckily we had enough money in the bank to just keep outbidding him, and the time are getting very close there, but we do outbid Ferrari there and pull out a contract of 10.1 million for Carlos Sainz. You can see they're now in the green overalls, so he is now going to be our driver, at least for the first half of Season 2. Hopefully everything goes well and we can keep him for at least the whole first season. But yeah, a much better teammate than what we have had now, and hopefully we can get some really good points. And yeah, I really enjoy the pre-season in real life and in the games. I just really like looking at the driver transfers and all that, and you can see, yeah, big gains there in the XP department after completing our first season, and the team jumping straight up to level 17 there, just completely skipping level 16, and yeah, driver acclaim as well, level 13 and level 14 for Signs. We get our sponsor money there. You can see 38.8 million, and that puts us at a good 35 million in the bank to use for the season. Now, looking at Season 2, we are going to be condensing the calendar down to a 16-race series, going from Bahrain to Imola and Portugal and Spain, then skipping a couple of the rounds, going to Canada, France and Austria, then moving on to Hungary, Belgium, Netherlands and Italy, before going to Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, and rounding out our season at the team's home Grand Prix in Australia there. So pretty interesting calendar, I think. I think it's got a nice combination of heritage tracks as well as tracks that make for some good racing. So yeah, super excited about that sort of stuff. Now, just getting into the final sort of admin work here with the team, we're going to be choosing our main sponsor for the season, and we are going to be going with Quest. Now, this doesn't matter a lot because we will be making a modded livery for the career mode, but just so you guys can sort of see the behind the scenes work there, we do have Quest as our sponsor, but we will have a custom real life sponsor on the car after this episode. Now, looking at engine, Renault hasn't been great. We have lacked a lot, but you can see it is supposedly the second quickest engine on the grid, which I find strange because down the straights that just sort of hasn't been the way it's looked. But you can see here we are going to go and choose Mercedes as our engine for Season 2. So going to be very different. The engines do actually sort of handle differently in this year's game, so we're going to have to get used to that on the power. And obviously the last option, Carlos Sainz, is our teammate. We've already confirmed that there. So we'll be moving on from that, and that is all we're going to be seeing on this screen. That's the only thing we really needed to sort out and change. Now, in terms of activities, there's not actually anything to be able to look at there, unfortunately. This is sort of where the footage cut off, and yeah, the file for that bit got corrupted. So moving on to the driver market now, looking at the Alfa Romeo first of all. Nobuharu Matsushita regains a spot in F1 for Alfa Romeo. They're replacing Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi stays there in the second spot. Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda remain in AlphaTauri. Same with Alpine. They keep Alonso and Ocon. And Aston Martin, very interestingly, Lance Stroll and Kimi Raikkonen moving into that seat, replacing Sebastian Vettel. So the Iceman continuing another season, which is actually pretty rare. From what I've seen in most career modes, he does leave, and Sebastian Vettel there, you can see, replacing Carlos Sainz. He returns to Ferrari and returns to his old teammate Charles Leclerc there. So very interesting there to see Vettel back in the Scuderia there. Maybe he'll have a bit of better luck this time around. Haas retain Mazepin and Schumacher. McLaren retain Ricciardo and Norris. Mercedes also retain Hamilton and Bottas. So a few changes here and there, but a lot of the teams staying the same. You can see Red Bull also keeping Verstappen and Perez, and Williams keep Russell and Latifi, and obviously there's Carlos Sainz driving for us. Now going to look for Robert Schwartzman, because I didn't see him there. Unfortunately there for Schwartzman, he wasn't able to get himself a seat to stay in Formula 1. It'll be interesting to see in later seasons if he can maybe get himself a seat and get himself back onto the grid. As you can see, he is a lot higher rated than all of these free agents around him, so if a team's looking for a driver, I'd say he's a pretty good bet to go with. And having a look here, I did go and get the Season 1 results. Bottas did win the championship there, and we did stay between the two Ferraris. They're just getting Carlos Sainz there. So we finished very close in the standings with each other last time out. But yeah, here's the results from the Bahrain Grand Prix. I decided to just put this in here at the end. We did finish in P7 and Sainz in P5, so it was a pretty decent round there. We ended up third in the Constructors. So yeah, hopefully next time out in Imola, we can improve that. And it was actually 6th in Bahrain, so it was 6th and 4th, not 5th and 7th. But yeah, so yeah, that's really all for this preseason video. Just a short video to sort of catch everyone up on what happened in the last couple of weeks. And yeah, unfortunately, we lost all that footage. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like it. And I will see you all the next time at the Imola Grand Prix. So, goodbye.